Hello, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Widget Inc. So the last couple of days, being 5 days ago, the game came out. I kind of want to get back in to pop at it. I've been really lost in Factorio, and then this game is just awesome too. If you're liking Factorio and vice versa. So Factorio is a lot more in depth. This one's a lot easier. This is more of a clicker game. Uh, it's on sale on Steam right now. We're just gonna make some of these. I'm just gonna click this. Let me go see how much this thing is on Steam real quick, just so I only have 200 hours in this game. And then right now it's on sale for $4.49 in the U.S. or regional equivalent. Right, so we need some iron. All right, so we'll back out of this. So this is our map, kind of what we're looking at here. First thing we need to do is go ahead and into our build menu. We're going to do a mine. Now I'm going to put my mine over here because I've got prior knowledge. And then we're going to do these guys and get us some ore here like this. That's fine. And then we're going to build us one of these guys up here someplace. So that guy's built. And then I want to do that. I want to do this guy too here. So this I need to get ingots, right? So I need to get these guys. I need to get enough of these guys to get ingots in. And then get enough to get things kind of start working. So when the game first starts out, you're kind of doing a lot of this stuff very, very manually. And the whole point is to try to get as far as you can up here fairly quickly as you can. And then this guy here, we'll just load our smelter. We'll click in this until we get all 20 of them in there eventually. Come on, anytime now. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and do that, right? So that should smelt us out 20. This guy wants 8 of those. This guy wants, he's already made, right? And then the widget guy here, he's going to want more widgets. We have the widgets. Okay, so we're basically auto-producing widgets now. So we'll auto-produce everything. The only thing that we're not producing is... Why is that auto-dropping? Oh, this because it auto-drops. That's right. That makes sense. This is auto-dropping it into it. I still have to hit the smelt, right? So I still have to hit this button, so I still have to smelt it. So now if I go down here, unlocks the upgrade, automatically starts the iron smelter when full, right? So we want to research that. And then we have a couple of other things down here. The deconstruct menu. We have like this guy here. And then we're going to go ahead and build all this stuff up. And then once we kind of get all these things built, I want to get that researched first. Before I start doing other crazy things, I want this researched. Because I want this thing researched, and I want this thing built. So I do need iron. I need basic widgets. I need a bunch of stuff, right? So when you first start here in the beginning, you're kind of hard pressed trying to figure out and try to get things going. Hard pressed, get hit. We're pressing the buttons. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I won't stop. All right. Let's see. So that guy's all going good. Those are going well. We need to get some more of these guys. So you can always go in here and kind of help it. And then there's things that will help you eventually when you click on things, it will make more of them. So this thing needs more basic widgets, right? And right now we're having to go inside of these things. We're going to have to go in here and we'll have to do this guy. Then we'll have to go in here and we'll have to go this guy. And then eventually these will all get better, right? As we get further and further up the map, we'll get different things that will unlock and allow us to automatically upgrade things for stuff to kind of start upgrading itself and things like that. But unfortunately, in the beginning anyway, we're hard pressed to just kind of to build the things the way we are. We're bouncing back and forth a lot. Go ahead and get this smelter fully loaded up, right? And then get that built. So we just need widgets, right? And what's going to end up happening is as things get going, so we'll have a bunch of iron there. Go ahead and load this guy all the way in. And we have our 2 guys there. Now, what will happen is we'll eventually end up with a thing showing what we're building. But these guys, as they're doing this, we need to get more widgets, right? So we'll just keep popping the widgets out, and then as we get them, we can still slowly get going. But you're seeing that as we're going, we're getting those things up there, and they're being used. Now this thing is auto smelting, so as soon as this thing does get full, we will get those added to our situation here. Okay, so that is going good. We're still low on iron. Need more iron. Need more iron. Always need more. So it's the game's about whack-a-mole. It's a factory builder, like incremental clicker game. There's ascendancies in it. There's the game is awesome. Like I said, so the demo was on Steam for a bit. Matter of fact, is it still on Steam? Let me go see. The demo's still there. So all the stuff that I'm doing right now is included in the demo up to tier 3. And once you get to the tier 3 kind of here, you can open tier 3, and then I think that is no. Basically, you open tier 3 and you can get this stuff built. Tier 4 it locks it. So you're basically locked at tier 4. But you're looking at, like, if you really jump through as fast as you can, you're looking at, like, I think it's like about 2 hours. I think the fastest somebody's completed the demo on the Discord has been right at 2 hours. I think they're a little bit shorter than that, but like, it's going to take you several times running through to be able to get that right, because it's going to take knowing exactly where to go and which one to get, and making sure that you have the right stuff loaded, and it's there's some optimization that's going to go into that. Get these guys loaded in here because I have way more iron than I do freaking those right now. And then that just presses the button for me. The whole part of the automation part of it is to get the buttons and to get that stuff going, so that we're helping where we need to, and we can kind of get stuff going. All right. So that is all building there. These guys are doing this. Then we just need more widgets. I think we're low on iron right now. We're hurting on iron. So as we're going here, we need more widgets, need more iron. So it's always whack-a-mole. Always be clicking. But even at this first tier, the game is fun. You always have something to do. You're not gated. It's not like, oh, you can't move anything. You're still able to build things. You're still able to kind of get it going. And then and then all the little mini games here, they're all different. So like this one, we smash until this thing's smelting, and then we smash some more, and then we get it filled back up. And then over here, this one's the least. It's just click the button. Okay, click the button 5 times technically. So we click the button a bunch of times, we get extra ones of those out. So now the whole trick here is then once we have all these things done, is to start increasing the amount of things that we're building. Right? So the whole idea here is to try to get as many of these things, the widgets and stuff like that, as we can. So if I hit, it doesn't work. See, it doesn't work yet. If I do this, I'll do this. If I do this, then I can do this. And then if I do this, I can do this. Actually, let me move that one over here like this. All right. So you'll see this one's already kind of built. And then we're going to need some widgets for that. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to do all 6 of these, right? And then once that guy kind of gets built, we need 31 of those. Or we're out of those again. Need more. Always need more. So we'll go ahead and kind of push through this guy. And the trick is to try to get enough resources that you can kind of get to the next tier and enough production that you're not waiting an hour for it to kind of catch up. But at the same time, not have like, 15,000, smelting mines meeting. Because what will happen is, so if you look here, so the next one of these is going to take 34 and 25, right? So if I put this guy down, and I put another one, now it's 40 and 29. Now it's 45 and 33. It starts rapidly getting out of hand very quickly. And it remembers the order at which you built things. But like, say, if I go in here, I want to build this thing, and these aren't necessarily that big of a deal because this needs iron and widgets, right? And these needs irons and widgets. This needs irons and widgets. So it's going to build them in the order that I built them. It eventually we'll get a list of all the stuff, and it shows us. But it builds in the order that you, the same order that you place things, and it retains that order for upgrades later in the future. So you get ability to like auto upgrade stuff. And when you do that, it remembers the order at which stuff was built. So it goes through trying to figure out and if there's an upgrade for it. It kind of goes through the entire list and slowly works its magic on it. Let's do this too. Now this guy here, because I think the first one when you build it only needs like iron or something. It doesn't need the widgets, so that first one will kind of kick in early. Because like so these all need widgets. All right, get all these guys going. Get these guys going. That guy's going. Nope. Oh, okay. Well, why are you building? You shouldn't be building. Oh, because these only need iron. That's why. So since it only needs iron on these, it basically jumps ahead, and it basically, so what you'll end up running into is a problem where like if like this thing needs a widget, right? And even though I would have told this thing to build first, these things all, since I use the iron ingots, they'll basically build those because the iron ingots become available, and it's like, oh, and it kind of grabs the resources as soon as it can. So you don't always end up with it doesn't always build in the correct order. It does get kind of weird sometimes. So we'll go ahead and get all these guys built, and then we'll get some more widgets. Go ahead and run those out, and then we can go over here. And then I think what's going to end up happening is this guy here. Okay, so these are all built now. And then, so those are all being built. This guy should be working on this. Yep, so there's that thing being built. So now we'll auto smelt for us. And as you can see, as you start getting further and further into it, it starts building quicker and quicker, right? And then, let's see if we go down here. So these guys, yep, we're halfway through these. This guy's being built. Now, these don't upgrade requirement cost. It's just the initial building is requirements cost upgrades. And it gets so let's go ahead. We'll I don't need the constructor yet. Let's see, what's this one do? Increase the mining speed by 40%. Okay, let's do that. Test smelting speed by 100%. Okay, I like it. Let's go ahead and increase these guys. So these guys will all kind of go across and increase and build what we need to for these. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start on tier 2 technology. And then let's see. We get some more. So that, and then I actually have to go back in here and tell it to actually build it. So let's go back in here. Let's cancel this thing for a second. And let's build this guy. And then let's build this guy. Now, it is kind of annoying in the beginning. You have to go into it. You have to upgrade it. You don't have any indication. Like, I have to open it to even see if something has the ability to be upgraded. That all gets better. But it takes you a minute to get there. But like you see right now, like I'm trying to build things, and I've completely murderized my system because it's basically trying to get the superheated crucible, right? So now the superheated crucible's researched. So then I can go into here, I can do this, I can do this guy, and I can do this guy like this, right? And then that basically just 100% increased smelting speed, so we can smelt faster. And then eventually we'll get these things where they load faster. Let's see. Go ahead and get some more of these guys going in, because I think we still need a lot more of those. And then eventually we'll see this guy kind of build, and you'll see like that one's already grabbed all the iron it needs. So if it needs iron, it'll grab all the iron ingots, and then it's like, oh, that's great, it grabbed all the iron ingots, but I don't have all the other stuff I need. So it kind of, you can get yourself into a real bad place where it can cause things to like, you can like kind of soft lock yourself. So like where you need more iron ingots or something, but are more widgets, but because you're building all this stuff to build the widgets, all your ingots are being taken, and it could take a while for them to get filled. So it's just kind of one of those things. Now this bar up here changes to what I'm mainly producing. So if I go in here and then I do like this, right? Get the other one. So if I do that and then I hit smelt, right? And then these will kind of change around. Like I only have 3 things I'm producing right now, so it's not that big of a deal. But we are able to smelt a little bit faster. We'll get these things loaded. There it goes. You see the smelting's quite a bit faster, about 2 times. All right, so that is all going good here. We'll get that guy's built. This guy's being built, right? So now we're going to start working up towards the next level. So we have all these guys done. Doubles the number of crafted by hand. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that one. Right? So that way, if I do this, and then when I go in here and do these, it will, instead of giving me 1, it's going to give me 2. I'll show y'all in a second. Once it figures out its life. All right, there it goes. Right? So now if I go in here and I click this guy, 2. So now my handiwork is twice as good. Right? So same thing here. So this one, it basically, I don't think it I can end up getting plus 20 in there. So I can do that, and then basically I'm dropping 2 at a time in there, so it's not as important. Now this thing though is that this is where it gets good, right? Because it only takes 1 of these when I click on this, but it gives me 2 out, which is very helpful. All right, so let's go ahead and start researching that bad boy. That will pull all those widgets out that we have, and then we'll start doing this, and then we can start trying to get this guy as fast as we can. So there's 2, 3, 3, 2. So we're basically extra widgets coming out. And then that way we can kind of get our widgets kind of going good. What is this eyeball? What is this? Information, alt, information, unlocked upgrades. Alt. Okay. All right. So this is all good here. So we'll just kind of blow these widgets out of the water till we kind of get caught up. Oh, look, no, there's more iron. So we're trying to do that. We're about halfway through there. This was kind of slow again. Go ahead and fill this guy up. Fill this one up. All right, get those all back down. And then back to widget building. So we're just trying to get enough widgets here to get the tier 2 resource going. Ideally, I probably could have gone a little bit further in depth. I usually like going to about 4 of these guys before I go to the next tier, just because it's a little bit better. And then I keep trying to hit C. C doesn't work yet. I haven't researched it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit 1 here. Let me do that. Let me hit 1 here. Let me hit 1 here. And we'll hit 1 here like this. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna do all these guys like this, and that way we can kind of have those being built, because we're gonna need them once this thing kind of gets figured out. It's a lot of trying to figure out what to do and how to get things going, and then just get stuff input it and put together. So, like I said, this game is on sale right now. It's basically 10% off for the next little bit. The dev is he's doing well, and I'm very happy. It's a very good game. If you like incremental games, if you like clicker games, if you like that stuff, like Factorio, Cookie Clicker, anything like that, just go check the demo out for this game. Please just do yourself a favor. You may not do yourself a favor, because you will sink some time into this game. It is very simple, and at the very same time, very, very deep. It is amazing how deep this game actually is, and at the same time how simple it is. It is it's the dev's done a really good job. I'm impressed with it. I'm really, really happy with my purchase. Well, I didn't purchase it. The dev sent me a key. So but I tried to purchase it because I figured the beta key would have gotten taken away from me, because they usually are. And I tried to purchase it, and it was like, you already own this game. I was going to buy it. No questions asked. And honestly, I'm probably gonna look into at least trying to figure out some way to either buy the game, or like I'll buy a couple of games and give them away or something. I don't know. This game is just too good, and I want to help support the dev. And I like, especially with stuff like this, of giving, when somebody does something good, they deserve to. Oh, I built those boxes first. Didn't do the upgrade first. That's weird. Let's see. Let me get those built. All right, let me get those. Let me get this guy. And then, like I said, these guys are going to build pretty much almost instantaneously, because that's just kind of the way they go. We got all these guys built. This guy done. This guy done. And eventually you'll get a little thing that shows you if something's not got all of its upgrades. So it makes it a little bit easier to try to figure out where stuff needs to be upgraded, where it doesn't need to be upgraded. And we'll get all these done. All right. All right. All that stuff is going. And then hopefully all that is being built. We're kind of limited ourselves on that again, because these guys are all going to start kind of working their magic through. And it's just, whenever you do things like this, it takes a lot of your resources and just pulls them out. I could technically go over this one and do that. So yep, we're down on that. So these guys are all going. Get some more guys over in here. More guys out of here. So, and it's one of those things, it's build, it's whack-a-mole. You're trying to just kind of get the pieces that you need out. Eventually there's going to be requirements. Like eventually we'll get up here and they'll be like, see, unlocks tier 2, tier 6. And it'll be like, oh, this has to be placed, like basically in a big block, it has to be surrounded. Like it can't have anything, it needs to be basically, the ones in the middle will start producing more. The ones on the edges will produce less. And they just kind of work their way out. These guys produce more if they're placed on top of rocks. We'll have other things that take advantage of these. Some take the city, some take the ruins. And some things you have to be placed next to water, placed in placed on, and we'll see all those eventually. But I kind of wanted to start over and see like how the game played from scratch and from new, because that's kind of important to see if things change. Like, don't get me wrong, when I played through the beta, even before the game was released, the game was extremely well done. I didn't see many problems in it. It was really, really well done, and I was very happy to be able to play it and to help the dev out, and give some feedback, and just generally, like I said, the game is awesome. Just go play the demo. And honestly, every time I've looked at different parts of this game or tried to do something in it, I've been completely willing to buy stuff. Right. All right. So now we can get a warehouse. We'll go ahead and research that. We need spinning widgets. That doesn't work. All right. So next we have sand pit. Right. Sand pit. You put it exactly where you think you want to put it. Put it on there. Glass kiln. So we'll just stick one of those over there for now. Gyroscopic fabricator. We'll put one of these down here. And then widget spinner. We'll go ahead and put that down here, right? So that way we have all these guys, and the same thing. We can go here. We can get these guys. Go ahead and get one of those. And it kind of starts back over, right? This one's a little bit weirder. So what we're going to do is we're going to smelt glass, right? But the first thing you need to do is get the temperature up, because you need to have the temperature high enough to be able to smelt the glass. And then once you can do that, you can kind of get the glass smelted. And then every time you smelt a glass, it kind of comes down. This one, you just push it, and it runs for a little while. And then you just hit one, right? This guy here, gyroscope. This one's, you have to press and hold, press and hold, press and hold, press and hold, press and hold. It's kind of weird. And then this guy here, this one, we need both of these guys. But this little bar spinning around, I want to hit it when it gets there. Like when it gets there. And then every time I hit it, it goes faster. And then they all go like that. And then we just need widgets. And then there's that. So now that guy's auto-producing widgets for me. This guy's producing sand for me. This guy's producing glass for me. This guy's producing these for me, right? And then we'll just kind of keep going through. And as we go through, we'll just kind of keep going through and setting these things up so that there's some sort of... I basically do this loop where I'm building one at a time, and then it slowly builds faster and faster and faster, right? And then that's the problem, or the trick. And then eventually I'll just be like, oh, no, I'm done. I'm done doing that, and then just build the last two, right? And it's something. It's basically is to do with these things need more widgets, more spinners, right? And well, it doesn't do me any good to need 15 of these things when I can't produce any sand. So I slowly go through and build the stuff up, and then kind of rotate through it a couple of times, and then I can kind of get to what I need to do. Now we go back in here. If we go down here, increase productivity when placed on rocks. Okay, let's do that. I like it, right? But it does take spinning widgets to do that. Spinning widgets to do this also. So you can do these, right? So increase furnace loaded speed. And this one increases smelting speed. Increases productivity, place adjacent exactly one other widget factory, right? So we'll go ahead and increase that productivity too. We can get this guy. Both of these kind of going up here. 74 widgets on that one, 27 widgets for the storage boxes. All right. And then kind of once we get all this stuff kind of built, go in here and look, and you can see where basically our basic widgets are maxed out now. And eventually what will end up happening is I'm going to end up needing to build, I'm going to need to keep building things, right? So I need to go, let's see, go through this and go build 4 of those like that, right? And then we're going to build, 4 of these like this, right? And then I'm going to build 4 of these like this, right? So this all needs basically basic widgets, right? And we should be building basic widgets, but I think at the same time, this guy is taking basic widgets. So I need basic widgets here to be able to make the other ones, so I need to start working on trying to upgrade to do things. So same thing, we're gonna go in here, go ahead and upgrade all these guys, and try to get all these guys kind of ready to do what we need it to do. It's a lot of resources, it's a lot of stuff and backlogs, and as you build more and more of these, you want to kind of build. You don't want to build in excess because they start getting very, very expensive to get further into the whole building area. So by the time you actually get all the way up there, some of those things get extremely, extremely expensive. Reach tier 2, and you get a nice little thing here. So at 24 minutes 51 seconds, right? And then you can kind of see that, and it'll tell you right when you hit the tier, right when you open it, right when you built the rocket, like everything. So that one's still doing what it needs to do. And then I've just basically lined up so much stuff in here for it to work on and do that it's just sucking down the thing, right? We'll go ahead and research that one while we're at it. And then frame relocation. Frame relocation, you want to get, you don't have to have it early, but you definitely want to get it. So we can do this. There you go. So you see, as I basically make those, they pop back up there, and I can see over here, like I can do this, and then that will kind of push off the other things, so that whatever I'm making last kind of keeps showing up, and for me to keep working on it. So I can see how many of them I have, and then basically as soon as you see it, boom, 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 it's down. Just basically as fast as I can make these things, we're just destroying them and just making other things out of it. I'm kind of caught up for a second there. Go ahead, build some more of these guys. And then you'll see, like, once again, we get them, and then as soon as I make them, they're being ripped out and thrown into something else. And then so these guys are all kind of being built. Once again, go ahead, click on all this stuff, get all this stuff being built. These guys, get these added. Now, like I said, these are gonna load a lot sooner, because as soon as I basically have enough iron or iron ingots, it's going to basically auto make those things. So they're going to be made fairly soon. And the whole trick here is to just get more, stuff being made and getting smelted and getting built. All right, all that stuff is being built. So that one is, and we're almost done to that one. So it's this very delicate balance of trying to make sure you have enough to do what you need to do to still be able to advance, and not building too much, because when you build too much, it gets very, very expensive very quickly, to the tune of, like, if I built like a bunch of these things, I could get up to literally, here, I'll just do it real quick. So the next iron factory is 83, right? So there's 83. If you hold down shift, you can do this, right? That's 129. And then that one's 253. So by the time you get up there to some of those things, it's it gets expensive. All right, so we got all these guys going. Do we have, these guys are being, not even being built yet. Need more widgets. So my iron is getting full, so I don't want my iron to get full. So what I'll do is I'll click this a bunch of times and bring kind of my iron bars back down to a manageable level, so that we're not wasting stuff. We're keeping things moving. And that should give us some movement and some other aspects of things and stuffs. All right, so this guy's all building. These guys are working on their stuff out. This guy is, I need 2 more spinning widgets. Not enough of those gains, so we need more of these guys, right? But I need basic widgets for it. So they can't really do it because what's happening is I don't have enough basic widgets because I'm putting all my basic widgets into building these things. So I don't have the ability to do these things. Right. So if I do these, and then these guys will take all my basic widgets out of those. And then hopefully get all this stuff kind of built. Which means I may actually have... Are you guys all built? You are all built. Oh, look at that. Nope, you're not built. What are you doing with your life? All right, so we'll do all that. I'll go ahead and load the smelter. Look at that. Now it's already jumped up. We already got a bunch of stuff in there. Get that built. There you go. Now we're all smelting. Now we're constantly building more. And then as these things go through, efficient loader arms, I don't need that one yet. I want those, but those are spinning widgets. The spinning widgets, I need them. Spinning widgets, I need you. So we're full of that. Oh, and then this is the problem, right? And so what ends up happening is it's not enough heat. So this thing starts cranking down and starts dropping temperature. And I haven't been watching it because I've been dorking around with other things. So this thing's not hot enough to be able to smelt things. And it's causing a problem. So we need to get these guys going here. And you notice these, we're back down to 1. So in order for me to get these to be the higher tier, I have to go to the tech tree and I have to, this tier 2 mastery. Then it starts letting me do it. So it's all about trying to get stuff going and, correct things. So we still need more of these guys. Lots of these guys, and they're basically going straight into widgets and being converted into built things. And then we have so many of the other widgets now. It's great. I love it. Now we're low on these guys now. So we'll get these guys going here. Kind of keep this thing maxed out in temperature. Now I do need to go in here and this guy here, mechanized shovels. Nope, not that one. This guy right here. Automatically adjust the kiln's temperature. I need that. I need that badly. Probably could get rid of some of these other things. That would probably be smart, to be honest. Yeah, so because what's happening is all my gyroscopes are going into the twin widgets. They're going into other places I don't need them. So it's a bit of a mess. So I'm gonna let this thing kind of run for a little bit. As always, this is Widget Inc. It is on Steam right now. It's $5, original equivalent. It's also 10% off for like the next little bit. Let's see. How long is the next little bit? Come here, Mr. Widget Inc. It is on sale until November 7th, so 3 days from now. So it is a awesome game for $5. Like I said, I've got over 200 hours in this game. And it's the gift that keeps on giving. It just, like, your first run through, like, to your first rocket, you're gonna be up there. You're gonna have some time in this game. It's just the way it works. You're just gonna have some time in it. And it's not hard. It's just, it's just build stuff. It does get a bit repetitive, but it is good. So with that, if y'all like these videos, y'all want to see more of this one, please leave me a comment, throw a like on it, stuff like that. Let me know you want to see more of it. Let me see what we can do. And I want to do this. Like, I love this game. Factorio, like I said, is just pulling me to the side. And if you want to see more of this and or Factorio on the channel, make sure you're subscribed so that next time I have that, you can get it. You guys be safe. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.